Welcome sa ating channel. Nandito tayo ngayon with a box. Actually, rush itong ipinadala sa atin from Deepcool dahil gusto nga nilang benchmark natin to. Pero sabi ko, ang dami na ito. Parang worth it yata na gawan ng unboxing. Para yung video ko pagdating sa benchmarking is hindi siya masyadong mahaba, uunahin ko na gawin yung inspection kung ano yung pinadala sa atin. Kasi medyo surprise din kung anong laman nito. Sabi ko kasi pauwi na ako, so pakipadala na lang. Ayun nga, so Deepcool sent us these items and we will inspect it. What's inside this Deepcool box. And for more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. This video is brought to you by SCDKey, the best website that you may visit in terms of very affordable deals and best offer para sa application softwares, games, and yes, operating system. And there you are, you may check the Windows 10 Pro and by using our promo code, ma-avail mo lang siya ng around $14.95 or 700 plus pesos. That's it mga kaibigan, check the description below. May mga links po tayo dyan to go directly sa kanilang website. Wow! Hindi ito isang item. Maybe 3, 4 na items to. Yeah. Let's see what's inside the box. Hopefully yung mga gusto kong items. The last time that I talked about coolers ng Deepcool was the AK620. Which is, I said na this is the best CPU air cooler to date. And until now. Diba? Even reviews din naman abroad states the same. Nauna lang kasi tayo nagkaroon ng review dahil nga, syempre, Deepcool is based in Asia, so mas maunang magkakaroon ng Asia noon. Kaya, nakagawa kaagad ako ng video about AK620. Wow, ang dami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So, 6 items. Dami. Alright, so the first item is an AN600 pang low profile cooler. This cooler was first introduced by, mas nakikilala si Noctua na una nag-introduce ng ganitong low profile coolers. Followed by AK400 Digital. And then followed by, wow, ang bigat. Alright. PX850G full modular power supply 80 plus gold. So Deepcool is quite underrated pagdating sa power supply, pero they are recently releasing good quality of power supplies. Kaysa naman consider niyo yung mga fake rating, di ba? So at least this is legit na rating ng power supply. Nasa tier list sila and at the same time nasa clear result ang Deepcool. And then followed by AK500 Digital with ARGB with wide CPU cooler with status display. Okay, meron siyang accent ng ARGB. Dami. Oh, the AK620. AK620, no doubt, na-review na kita. Nagdagdag na lang sila ng digital indicator for us to monitor the CPU temperature without checking it via software. Napaka-functional talaga yan. Buti na naisipan talaga nila yan. And yes, the LS720 SE Digital White. Okay. Kasi sobrang mahal ng mga Corsair, ng mga NZXT. Napakamahal ng kanilang mga AIOs na merong indicator, display, LCD display, showing the temperatures na 12,000, 14,000, and LS720 SE Digital is, I believe, will just be positioned at almost half the price of those more popular brands or pioneers. Kasi popular na rin naman ang Deepcool. Considered one of the mainstream brands na rin naman siya. Pero, yun nga, yung target market kasi nung nagsimula ang Deepcool, they are trying to target the budget consumers. And as of now, they are improving. Even 5 years ago, they started improving their products. And it's a very good move. Those brands kasi na sinasabi ko rin kanina na medyo mahal is they started talaga as high-end. And wow, panay digital, ang dami. So this is the AK500, AK620, LS720 SE Digital White, and the AK400 Digital and AN600 at saka yung kanilang power supply. Parang ang haba na ito for one video. Grabe, ang dami. What do you think, guys? Should I proceed? O bibilisan ko na lang? Bibilisan ko na lang siguro. Buti na lang i-unbox natin. Isa-separate talaga natin tong unboxing. Kasi kung gagawin ko to, alongside with the benchmarking, baka abutin tayo ng 1 oras. So, let's do this. Very, very quick. Alright, so, start natin kagad sa power supply. Ano ba yung dapat nyong malaman pagdating sa power supply? Yung cables, ganon. Sige, silipin natin. Alright. So, ayan. Pag bumili kayo ng power supply at hindi naman siya for build, dapat meron siyang plastic. And meron siyang ganito. Yan yung kanyang spec sheet, etc. So, this is an 80 plus gold PX850G FC. Alright, so let's proceed and check what's inside the box. So, inside the box, meron tayong another box. And the power supply itself na naka-styro. May foam. And there you have the PX850G full modular, and yun. Meron siya port for your RTX 4000 series, yung kulay green dyan. And based dun sa ating packaging, I think this is a Gen 5 native ATX 3.0 full modular. Dahil nga meron na siyang cable for direct connection going sa mga RTX 4080, 4090. So, this is around how much? 7,800 plus, more or less. Okay na. Kasi yung mga ATX 3.0 ngayon, nasa around 10,000 pag 850 watts gold, and this is just 7,800, so not bad. FSP, I think, nasa 9,000 sila yung pinakamura. Nice. Galing. So this is an ATX 3.0, and flat cables andito na rin. So you have all the necessary cables. Gagawin ko na lang mabilis kasi marami pa tayong i-unbox. Dito na rin yung para sa video card. So you have here for the EPS, motherboard, and syempre importante naman na sisilipin natin dito is yung para sa video card para at least makita natin kagad. Yeah, this supports up to how many video cards? Can this support 3 times 8? 1, 2, this is the EPS cable, and this is for the 600 watts, 12 volts. Okay, tatlo. Alright, so if you want to have triple cables going to your video card, meron siyang tatlong kasama. And for the EPS CPU, 12 volts, meron siyang dalawa. So this supports ATX motherboard that comes with 2x8 EPS pin. Alright, so that is for the PX850G. Sobrang sulit niya sa 7,800 more or less. Meron din siyang, okay, pang test, meron din siyang ganito. And Velcro cables. And meron din tayong pang test sa power supply kung gumagana. So, hindi mo na kailangan tutusukin. Ito na lang kakabit mo sa dulo ng 24-pin power supply mo, and you can now test if it's working or not. So, at least matitest mo kagad. That's very helpful pagdating sa troubleshooting. Importante, yan. Now, let's move on sa ating next product. It's AK400 Digital. AK400 Digital. Andito kagad yung kanyang bracket for the LGA 1700. And then, nandyan yung manual. And yung mismong... Okay, pre-applied na yung kanyang thermal paste. So, buti na lang nakita ko kagad. Pre-applied yung thermal paste. Ayan. This is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 heat pipes. And easy mount. Kasi nandito na. Nakakabit na kagad yung screw. So, you can just mount this easily sa yung CPU cooler. So, this is now fully compatible for both AMD and Intel. Wala na kayong magiging issue pagdating dito. Hindi na katulad ng mga dating mga naunang CPU coolers ng Deepcool na kailangan pa nating mag-request ng bracket ng LG A1700. Ito fully compatible na talaga. And it's also indicated na sa mismong packaging niya. So, those are the only stuff na kasama dito sa ating AK400 digital. Just be careful. When you remove this, watch out kasi pre-applied yung thermal paste, baka mamaya matanggal ninyo. So, ayan po ang ating AK400 digital. And let's check the next one. Okay, wala siyang plastic seal. AN600, baka ganito to. So, at least nagkakaroon tayo ng overview na minsan kasi, di ba? O bakit wala tong seal, wala tong plastic? O, at least pwede nyo na tong gamitin as a reference. Ang maganda dito sa AN600, may thermal paste na nakaseparate. Minsan mas trip ko yung ganun, yung nakaseparate na lang. Kasi minsan nagkakamali din tayo eh. Siyempre, sa sobrang excited natin mag-unbox, baka mamaya ma-overlook natin yung ano. Okay, so that's the only stuff na meron tayo dito with the AN600. Bagay na bagay ito sa mga naka-mini ITX. Only stuff that you will watch out sometimes pag nag-install kayo ng mga ganitong low profile is yung clearance. Minsan bumabangga siya sa video card, minsan bumabangga siya sa may RAM. Pero that's something that we will know. What is the limitation of this cooler? Kaya sa mga kasamahan natin dyan, if you are buying coolers, especially yung motherboard nyo, hindi naman siya, kumbaga, familiar na cooler, or it's not a mini ITX, may mga ilang micro ATX kasi na motherboard na hindi maganda yung clearance between the CPU slot at saka yung first slot ng PCIe, or at the same time with the slot of RAM. Kaya watch out before you buy AN600 or coolers with this kind of form factor. And so far, okay naman. Parang kasya. Paganyan siya. Alright, malalaman natin yan pag in-install natin to. And next one is the AK500. AK500 comes with that ARGB accent and digital din siya. Tingnan natin, silipin natin. Trip ko tong packaging ng Deepcool. Parang very environmental friendly tong packaging nila. Brown box, no? Recycled materials maybe. Diba pag brown box kadalasan recycled materials. Okay, so wide CPU cooler with the status display. So I'm expecting the heatsink to be that huge. Hindi to dual fan. Oh, tama nga. Ang haba. Ang taba. Galing. And ito yung nagugustuhan ko sa mga heatsink. Dapat ganyan. Parang chambered. At least pag pumasok yung hangin dito, hindi lumalabas dito sa gilid. Talagang ipepenetrate niya up to this part. Kasi pag once kasi na-open dito sa side, yun yung pangit sa ibang mga coolers. Pag open dito sa side, hindi siya efficient. Yung hangin, dahil nga may barrier sa loob, hindi niya tutusukin. Pwede siyang lumabas dito sa mga gilid-gilid. Ngayon, itong part na to, medyo magiging mainit. So with this setup na partially closed dito sa side, expect mo na yung intake from here will penetrate up to this part. So consider nyo din yan, especially sa mga bumibili dyan ng mga CPU coolers na hindi kilala yung mga brand and you want to risk, isa yun sa mga i-consider nyo sa physical inspection. Same with this, may kasamang thermal paste na nakaseparate at saka screw driver na Philip. Okay. Ayos. Eto, dapat eto meron. So extra bracket kung gusto mong magdagdag ng fan. So this is compatible for 2 fans. Ang problemahin mo na lang is bumili ka ng ganito. And kung gusto mo gawin tong ARGB, pati fans, then you have the freedom to have a dual fan. Kasi minsan, parang, alam mo yun, medyo nasasagwan ako pag iisang side lang yung may fan. So gusto ko dual fan lagi. And this is a good move na Deepcool allowed us to have a dual fan setup with this dahil meron na siyang kasamang bracket for additional fans. And nandyan din yung mga bracket for the for mounting and yung kanyang manual. Alright, so this is for the AK500 digital. Now, let's move on and check yung pinaka-favorite natin dati, AK620. Kumusta na kaya ang AK620 after 2 years na hindi ako nakakasilip ng AK620? Ganda ng benchmark niyan. Actually, isa yan sa mga dahilan kung bakit natagalan akong bumalik. That time, I was, hindi naman yung sobrang sinubsub ko yung sarili ko. I was just so passionate na napabayaan natin ng konti yung health natin. Kasi, tuloy na sabi ko sa inyo, ginagawa ko tong CPU cooler benchmark, yung mga baseline natin, ginawa ko kasi yun, that was around 40 coolers. And you need to test it 3 times. Kasama doon yung AK620. And kailangan ko magpuyat ng gabi kasi I'm under a controlled environment pero hindi tayo yung tipong nag-invest ng sobrang mamahal na vacuum space. Kumbaga, we are still dependent sa ambient temperature. Pag daytime kasi yan, ang laki ng change. Hindi siya marginal yung difference ng temperature between hour to hour. So, ginagawa ko yan gabi. Kasi, di ba, pag yung araw nandito sa kabila, after 3 hours nandito na sa kabila, tapos sakto na tapat pa sa bintana, naku po, mas mainit na sa loob. Dati ang ambient temperature mo lang nasa 27, 28, biglang naging 35. Diba? Tapos magte-test ka ulit ng panibagong cooler. Okay naman, kasi you will just less the ambient temperature, less yung actual temperature na nakuha mo. So, magiging halos parehas naman na yung result. Pero, nakakapagod. Ang taas ng kanyang risk pagdating sa human error. Kaya ginagawa ko paggabi. And ayun, sa kakagawa natin, napuyat tayo ng napuyat at until to the point na, wait. This is AK620. Oh, yeah. Yung packaging niya pala. Wow. I miss this. AK620 with digital display. Mas lalo tuloy naging astig tingnan tong AK620 natin. Alam niyo kung bakit maganda tong AK620? Hindi siya ganun kalaki. The design, I think ito yung isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit naging efficient. For Ryzen 7, i7, AK620 is one of the go-to cooler. Kasi neutral kasi yung kanyang kulay. I mean, no hate sa Noct 2. It's good. Their fans is top-notch. Tahimik. Pero the problem is brown. Kaya medyo off tayo ng konti. Then, nung nagkaroon naman sila nung NHD15 na black variant, yung chroma, okay pa rin naman, syempre. Pero kahit black na rin siya, yung problema naman natin dito, dahil ngayong mga RAMs ngayon ang tatangkad na compatibility. Pero hindi naman ganun ka big deal. Ang isa sa problem lang siguro is sobrang bigat. So kung ita-travel mo yung unit mo from point A to point B tapos that is 500 miles away, naku po, good luck sa'yo kaibigan. Lalong-lalo na kung sasakay mo sa iba't ibang transportation, baka mamaya yung board mo na rip off na, kaya napunit na. And here's the bracket of the AK620. Separate din yung kanyang thermal paste with the manual and Phillips screw driver. So that is for the AK620. Still, siguro yung for the benchmark, you may check yung ating previous video. I may link it down below. Pero for the aesthetics, we'll find out pagdating sa ating actual na setup. Yung magbibuild na talaga tayo. Dami. Okay, so last but not the least, the LS720 SE Digital White. Panlaban ng deep cool sa ating mga nagmamahalang mga LCD AIO sa ating market. Ang mamahal, no? Nasa around 10K, 15K. Nako, lalong-lalo na kung Asus yan. Alam ko, sasabihin nyo, syempre naman, yung quality, layo din. Well, you're right. But sometimes benchmark will tell everything if it's really good or not. Pero no doubt dun sa Ryujin, ganda. Alam niyo ba kung bakit sobrang sumikat ng Arctic Freezer? Dahil dun sa fan, sa mini fan dun sa mismong CPU block. Kaya ang layo ng temperature. Kung mapapansin niyo yung mga previous videos natin, pinakita natin dun yung difference pagdating sa temperature. Ngayon, MSI, Asus, meron na rin silang mga mini fans, sinadapt na rin nila. So, ibig sabihin, that video that we made few years ago is really, right. Kumbaga, malaking patunay yon na inadapt na ng mga brands. Hindi ko naman kiniklaim na kumbaga ako yung pinanood kaya ginawa nila yon. Ang sinasabi ko lang is, on our side, at least it proves that those videos we made a few years ago is really true. Na talagang we did the benchmark, we did our homework when we created those videos. Oh! Pre-installed na yung fans. Ang hassle minsan kaya pag i-install mo pa. Ayan. Ayos ganda. Ang hassle minsan yung i-install mo pa yung fans. Ito pre-installed na Kakabit mo na lang. Yun nga lang kung iba yung setup mo, syempre, pag paganyan, nako po, kailangan mong i-reposition. So the fans included are also with translucent blades. And ito naman ang kanyang tube, insulated tube with a digital display. So, pre-applied ang kanyang thermal paste. And dito makikita natin yung kanyang mga brackets, of course, and white cables. Okay, good. At least white cables yung kasama. At the same time, the splitter for the fans. And iba yung iba yung pin ng fans niya. Alright, something that we will find out soon when we build this SE Digital. Ganda. LS720 SE. And this is actually at a price tag of 6,250. Times 2 pag Corsair ang bibilhin mo. Worth it ba mag-Corsair? Worth it naman. Longevity. Pero Deepcool is already tested pagdating sa branding. We cannot say which is which ang magtatagal sa ating market kasi nga bago lang din yung Corsair. Bago lang din si NZXT ulit, yung mga elite versions nila ngayon. So, grabe. I think NZXT, Corsair, you need to think about doon sa price nyo. Medyo kailangan yung pag-isipan ng konti. Mahal yata yung pricing natin. Pero, mukha yatang binababaan naman na siguro niya, nag-a-adjust naman na siguro sila. Kasi eto, LS720 SE, 6,250, saan ka pa? Dito ka na. Galing. Alright, so that's it for the unboxing of all the coolers and care package na na-receive natin kay Deepcool. Thank you, Deepcool Philippines, for giving me this opportunity. And let's justify this opportunity by providing you a very good benchmark or at least ma-showcase namin sa inyo ng mas maayos through builds that we will be releasing in the future. Now, for more videos like this and for more new products that you are excited to see in this channel, feel free to subscribe.